Hey guys, it's Stephen and Phil here back on FOOTY.COM with yet another kit review for the 2019-20 season. As we've been promising, we're using the next few days to take a look at the newly promoted teams from last year's championship, including Norwich, Villa and Sheffield United. We're going to start with Norwich today, but before we go too far, as ever, hit the subscribe button. What are you waiting for? You're a fan of kits, culture and all that kind of stuff, just hit that subscribe button. But today, it's Norwich City's turn. Now obviously they were quite a surprise promotion in the end. Obviously they got the really good football. They got up at the back, made the Premier League after, how long have they been up the Premier League for? God, as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it must be at least a couple of
years.
years.
When I was growing up, they were always in the Premier League. They were omnipresent. But they're back where they belong now in their eyes of the fans. Phil, what do you make of this shirt, though, from Errea?
Errea, yeah, a very
I
rare.
always struggle to pronounce that.
Errea, yeah, I don't know how you'd say it. But however you pronounce the name. Yeah, we don't see many of those shirts in the Premier League, or I can't think of many over the years, so it's good to have a new brand. I must say a new challenger indeed. And I think the shirt itself is probably not as good as I was hoping. I think last year's Norwich kit was really good. It was probably, apart from the sponsor, it was one of my
on screen somewhere
favourites.
now. It's the one with the kind of Betis-esque, wasn't it?
It had a kind of triangular, sort of pass on the sleeves. Let down by the sponsor, but other than that,
last year's was really cool.
Really good. With a better sponsor, that's probably, if that kit was in the Premier League this year, it's probably one of my favourites. So this year it's probably a little bit of a clunky design, I think. The biggest thing that immediately
there's lots of things that are fighting with each other.
A lot of things fighting with each other, exactly. It's kind of thing where, there's at least they've tried something different, and I don't think they're a million miles away. And I really like the fact that they've kind of got the sponsor good. Actually, Daffabet, notoriously, I would argue, quite an ugly sponsor on sort of Celtic shirts. In particular, they jump out, but they've incorporated that well. But other mistakes, we'll have to talk about the collar. Very bizarre collar.
Every picture I see, it looks like someone's just drawn it on.
Yeah.
When someone draws an eyebrow on someone on a picture on it, like you see in magazines.
It's
like someone's just got a mark like that. It's just such a weird.
It's very weird.
Weird choice.
It's one of those ones where it feels like they're sort of trying to be different for the sake of it. In general, I'm not, and we talk a lot about colours. Like, to me, one of those areas of the shirt where there's not much that I don't think that can be done to really change. It is at least different, but I don't think it looks good. I think it adds to the design.
I think the gradient is it's just 101 gradient, really, isn't it? In terms of it's not.
Yeah, it's an interesting one, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, there's
and we've talked about gradients feeling a little bit. Last year, obviously
they're everywhere at the moment, gradients, aren't
they? They've sort of had a real resurgence. I sort of assumed, I guess, like a lot of trends that they do, going to go more over more than one season. Sorry, so the way that actual gradient design has been created sort of almost looks a bit pixely. I'd have to look at it close. But as a design, it's not the worst out there. I think it's definitely one of the more at least they've kind of reverted from a plain shirt. But the thing that hurts it for me is the fact that they then tried to do the same on the sleeve.
The gradient doesn't make any sense on the shoulders. It's a really strange choice.
It's interesting. Again, different. It's something to talk about. But I think it hurts for me having the plain chest there. And you can see the cut of the sleeves where the gradient starts. So it looks quite busy. And then when you add in the collar...
there's a lot to look at.
There's a lot to look at. But, despite those criticisms, again, the sponsor's good. I don't mind the cuffs; they're a little bit simple, but
I wish
on the sleeves they're okay.
I wish it was like the old 90s Norwich kits where they were just mad, they were ugly, but they were fun.
They did do a remake a couple of years ago for an away shirt or third shirt. If you scroll up, it's there at the top there on the white one there. So they did a fun remake.
But it's the away kit; it should be right.
I don't think they redid the home kit, but obviously, it's just a good design.
I would love to see Norwich back there as Chris Sutton looking dead young in that kit, but that's why I remember that kit. It would have been great to see a real bold design. I feel like this one's just a bit boring.
I think with the 90s kit, it was a rare example because we talk about 90s kits a lot. They were bold, but they actually had some success. They beat Bayern Munich in that 90s kit. So it was one of those amazing combos of a great kit and a bit of success. So it's a matter of time. Last year's kit, I guess, loosely referenced it, but not an all-time classic.
Let's give it a score then. A score. So we've got next to me on the right, we've got loads of Premier League teams in there. We've nearly completed them all now. We've got a few more. We did Watford, recently. We've got the newly promoted teams coming up as well. I think who have we missed out?
I'm trying to think actually.
I think we've pretty much done everyone.
I think for the home kits,
more or less. There's probably one or two that we've missed out, but we're going to go through and tick them off over the coming weeks, definitely.
Yep.
But for this one though, Phil, where are you thinking when you look at that list there?
Yeah, I think ideas-wise, this one had potential, but probably too many things going on at once. Obviously, at this list as well, the competition is very strong. So we talked yesterday. Was it Watford we did yesterday? I think that shirt actually was better. You know, despite not having as much going on, it actually did. I think it worked as a package.
I don't think you'll agree, but this is a 60s kit for me.
Yeah, I think I'm probably going to put it in the low 70s, but that's I can completely see what you're saying. I think the reason I'm thinking low 70s is if I'm sort of comparing it to, so if we go to the Premier League, for example, something like Liverpool's away kit, I feel like this one is similar to me in that it probably didn't quite execute the idea well. Things like the collar for both those kits aren't good, but it has tried a few things. But yeah, no, I don't think 60 is an unreasonable score.
Yeah.
But I'm going to give it a 72. I'm going to put it on Liverpool's away.
Just above City home.
Just above City home, yeah. And I think it's probably one of those kits where it at least tried something, and that's why I'm getting a 70s and not something a bit lower. But the execution of it, could be.
Do you know what it looks like? I know, even though it doesn't look like it, it's like if the Southampton kit was a bit better. Like I don't know, something about it.
Yeah, well, that
you know what I mean by that.
In a sense, the Southampton kit.
Of ideas.
Yeah, and if I had to compare them, I can see what you're saying. At least with this one, things at the sponsor are better. Certainly, the approach to colour is better. And the one thing which I like, which a lot of kits have got wrong this year. At least we don't have like a kind of New Balance-esque, or even not just New Balance, other brands where they kind of block off the top of the shirt. That would have knocked it down even more as well, like the Southampton kits.
That is our score for the Norwich City kit. Let's see how they fare in the Premier League this season. Hopefully they'll do a little better than they did this year, which is okay. I think actually they probably take that kind of score in the Premier League as well in terms of mid-table.
Stay up just about, yeah.
They'll be alright with that, I reckon. Guys, let us know what you make of that in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to FOOTY.COM. Hit that like button as well. Get in the comments, and Phil and I will see you very, very soon.